People normally ask me, how many wives do you have? And I say one. But you see, I'm allowed to marry as many as I can, even 50. And then another question is there divorce in Maasai? And I say no. And is a woman allowed to marry more than one man? And I say no. Our culture is a bit unfair to that extent, because as a man, I have the privilege of marrying like 10 wives. But then what about a woman? She cannot be married more than once.
In Maasai culture, there's no divorce. If my wife now decided to leave me, she will just stay at this home, but at the old age, she have to come back.
But thinking of your world, your side of the world, you kind of have equal opportunities, men and women, because you can, as a man, you can divorce, marry another woman, and the woman as well can divorce you and marry another man. So a woman might end up marrying, let's say, 2 or 3 men in her lifetime, same as you as a man, which to me is even. Unlike us, whereby as a man I'm privileged to marry many wives, of which sometimes we say is a buffet for men in Maasai. But poor women, they can only get married once.
Not sure how I adapt the life of Mara now. I've adapted the Western culture as well, so it's really somehow tricky. So she saw the difference. The equality there, no equality here.
As a Western woman and filmmaker, I have struggled with the concept of inequality, the roles that women and men play in our world. It was while I was filming a documentary on conservation and planned grazing in Africa that I met with the Maasai in their village. The Maasai culture has a traditional code for holding the community together through polygamy. Now I've lived in the modern Western world where women have fought to own the rights to their own bodies, get an education, and to have careers earning money. Has this really brought the Western woman true happiness and freedom? Either way, women play a fundamental role in our world today. However, what happens if the traditions of an ancient tribal community are met with new ideas from the modern world?
Make sure education now they bring many changes, because the way we feed our children right now is not the way our parents they feed us, because I'm 100% sure my parents they feed us with milk, blood and meat, and now if I try to feed my children the way my parents they feed me, they say no, that. So I have to buy vegetable for them, maize flour for them, and some potatoes or like rice or whatever, something like that. And education they brings all those changes. But there's still the easier food to get all the time, especially in my community. You get milk without to go anywhere to buy, without to have money, blood and meat, because we get directly from our cattle. Actually for us, the more you have more cattle, sheep and goat, the more you get more women. You can have more than 10 or 10 or 5 or more than 1. And so, for example, if you have maybe 2 wives or 5 wives, each wife make her own house. I know we are different. Women build these huts for us. So before a man gets married, you don't have your own house. Until you get married, you get your own house because your wife built for you. The number of people living in the house like this one, it will depend on no matter how many kids, how many children she has. If you have maybe 5 wives, you have 5 houses. And then you keep moving every night. Today you spend here, tomorrow another house, after tomorrow another, to balance. I know, or to keep everyone happy.
It is in the constitution for men to be polygamous, but women cannot
Be polygamous.
they cannot be married by more than one man. And also there's no, like, in case you divorce, she will take a chunk of your wealth. No, that was turned down, shot down. So it's not in the law. It used to be some time back, but for the old women back then in the days, at the age of my mom, she will ask my dad, because the family is getting bigger. I mean, there's more livestock, more costs in the family, and she cannot do it alone. She will ask my dad to have another wife to help with the family costs, and then the second wife will ask the old man to bring a third one. So yeah, for them it used to be, it's not a big deal for them, but I would say for the modern girl, Maasai girl, not allowed.
You're saying that the modern Maasai women wants to change all this.
Yeah, we have seen in cases in big families, because we have really big families here, and they're well off, they're rich, and whenever the old man passes on, you'll see the daughters, coming back and fighting for something, at least from the wealth of the dad. And we've seen cases go to court and they always win. Here in the Mara, we have heard about 3 different cases from big families.
The women always win.
Yeah, they always win. They go to court, all the way to the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in the land, and they win the case, and they get something out of it, which is good. Which is, to me, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good. It's good because imagine you're a daughter of a prominent, rich old man in the Mara, in Maasai land, and you probably got married to a family which is not well off. So you're languishing in poverty, whereas your brothers, are swimming in wealth. So they have too much, but they cannot share with you, and you are languishing in poverty while you have a right because you're a daughter of that man. So it's good. We're moving to the right direction.